Welcome to Horizonview's Site Data Dashboard. Here you can see the login page where the user enters in their email and password. Once the user logs in, they're greeted with the site selection page. This is a list of all the sites that they're able to access. Once a user selects a site, they start off with the overview page. Here they see at-a-glance data for every aspect of the site. This includes a table that shows visually and numerically how much of each block section of the site is affected. Once the user is ready to see the data in a more detailed format, they can go over to either revenue analysis or fault data, depending on what they're looking for. Going over to revenue analysis, this is a data table where all of the faults are broken down in a financial format. Here, each fault is categorized by how much annual revenue lost it is impacting the site. Going over to fault data, the data table is more oriented around fault types. Here, the table can be filtered by fault level severity, fault category, or fault ID. So let's say, for example, I just want to say level 2 faults. Well, now things are filtered down just to level 2. Let's go over to the map overview. Here in the map overview, all the data is very visual and the entire site is represented here on our digital map. Here in the map overview page, you can see all of the data represented in a very visual format. The entire site is mapped out with digital polygons that can represent each panel and its faults. As we zoom in, we can see the entire grid where every faulted panel is marked by its level severity color, red being level 1, orange being level 2, and yellow being level 3, from most severe to least severe. Let's say we want to go over to inverter block 12 and this faulted panel over here. Level 1's pretty severe, so if we click on it here, you can see that your pop-up is red, representing its level 1 severity, as well as the most recent image that your site technician may have taken. Your map overview also has the capability of adding map overlays. So let's say we want to see the infrared overlay. We just click the checkbox and the infrared image shows up. Though the polygons are a bit too opaque to see the entire overview, we are able to adjust the grid so that way we can see what's behind each digital polygon. Now we can see the actual infrared image of your grid. For this site, we have the infrared as well as the as-built. Here you can see the drawn out grid, as well as the RGB. Just like the data tables, the faults on this map are also filterable. So if we just want to see the shading, all we have to do is uncheck everything and just the shading panels remain on the map. If the user wants to see site statistics at any time, they don't need to change over to any of the other pages. All they have to do is hover their cursor to the right side and they can see a fault statistics breakdown.